Yo, what's going on everyone? Z-Karma here, back with another boring math video here in Wonderlands, and today we're going to be doing a quick video. We're just going to be talking about this skill right here, exploit their weakness. I'm just going to be breaking down and show you exactly how it works. So if you enjoyed this video or find it helpful in any way, a like rating, it's appreciated, and if you want to sub for more content, that'll be great as well. So let's just take a read real quick. It says, whenever the Fate Maker applies a status effect to an enemy, the affected enemy takes increased damage from all sources for its duration. This effect can stack per unique status effect. So basically, it's pretty simple. In this game, you deal elemental damage. You can go to your weapons, and as you can see, some deal frost damage, others deal electric damage, poison, fire, all that stuff. So every time you apply a status effect, for example, that damage over time is a status effect. That status effect is going to give me this 6% damage increase whenever I have this skill maxed out. Obviously, there's 3 tiers. At the 3rd tier, you get a 6% damage increase per unique status effect. And this damage increase will apply to everything. It will apply to spells, to your melee damage, to your weapon damage. Now, let's quickly put it to the test. I'm going to be using this pistol, which, when shooting at this target, I deal 532. The reason why I deal 532 is because the base damage of the weapon is 511, and my myth rank in Deadeye gives me 4% gun damage. That gives me 532 in total. So I'm going to apply a status effect on this target with this weapon, as you can see, and now this will deal 564, which is a 6% increase to my damage. That's because I only have one status effect. Now, here's what's interesting about this skill. It does say per unique status effect, but it doesn't have to be a different status effect. You can stack the same status effect, and I'll be showing you guys with the same weapon. So, I'm just going to spam this target with this weapon, and I'm going to apply as many status effects as possible. And you'll see that now, I'm dealing 628. That is an 18% increase to 532, which means that I had 3 status effects right there. I went out of my way to try and find out what is a max stacks, and according to me, from all my testing, the max I could get was 5 stacks, which gave me a 30% increase. And I tried this with the Queen's Cry, which was pretty simple. Queen's Cry gives me a ton of status effects for some reason, so I'm just going to spam it right now. And as you can see, I deal 691, which is around a 30% increase from 532. Which means that exploit their weakness gave me a 30% increase, which would be 5 unique status effects. Let me show you also with melee. So my melee damage here deals 251, right? So we can try again, 251. Now let's get a 30% increase with this pistol. So we're just going to stack these status effects here. Now I'm dealing 312, which is actually a 24% increase. So I only had 4 status effects here. Let me try to get the 5th. There you go. This 327 is actually a 30% increase to 250. Now let me show you the increase on the spell. So the spell that I'm using deals more damage the more I charge it. So I'm only going to charge it a little bit. And as you can see, my damage is 1192. Now when I apply all these status effects, which I should get all 5 that can stack, and I'll deal 30% more damage, which gives me 1550. As you can see, we already saw it gives me damage to my weapon, to my melee, and to my spell, and obviously it's also going to give me damage to my action skills. Let's use this action skill, and we deal 2199 melee damage and 2061 fire damage. Now when we apply a 30% increase to both of those damage numbers, they turn into 2858 melee damage and 2679 fire damage. So we are going to get all these stacks. We're trying to get 5 stacks of exploit their weakness before we use this action skill. And we use it. And as you can see, I deal 2680 fire damage, just like we said. We said we were going to get 2679. But the melee damage didn't appear. That's just a bug sometimes. I don't hit it in the right place. So let me try again. By the way, guys, just to correct myself, no, it's not a bug. I just didn't hit it right. So I just need to hit it with the action skill here. I'm getting a little closer. And there you go, I actually hit it this time. So I only deal 2,556. I don't think I got every single stack. Yeah, I actually got only 4 stacks here, so that's a 24% increase, not a 30%. And as you can see, my melee damage appeared this time, 2726. That is a 24% increase to 2199. So as you can see, equipping this skill will make enemies weaker against every source, or every status effect applied, and you can get a max of 5 stacks, which will give you a 30% damage increase from all sources. Very, very good skill to have, especially because it's multiplicative with everything in this tree. So Arsenal is actually additive with the myth rank damage bonus for weapons, and Exploit the Weakness is basically like a debuff. So this is going to be multiplicative with Arsenal, with Swift Death, and with 1,000 cuts. A must-have skill in my opinion, especially if you're running elements. If you're running an elemental build with elemental weapons and you're applying a lot of status effects, this is totally worth it. I see lots of people using the liquid cooling. This one actually will apply you a few status effects, so spamming this weapon can get you up to those 5 stacks, which is obviously a good thing. The Queen's Cry does that very well as well. That's going to do it for today. If you guys found this video helpful in any way, a like rating is appreciated. And if you want to sub for more content, that would be great as well. Hope y'all had a good rest of your day, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace out.